Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a quick review on this motorized bike kit I bought from Walmart's website. Now you can find these sort of things anywhere from eBay to Walmart to Amazon. They're all kind of the same thing. I mean, there's some small differences between one here and there, but generally you get a kit in the mail that has everything you need. Some of this stuff, like this is kind of a Frankenstein build at this point because some of this stuff is just really low quality. But the engine itself, which is the important part, that is really, I'm impressed of how it's held up because I have abused this thing since I've had it. I've rode it in 95-degree weather. I've rode it in wind chills of 30 below zero Fahrenheit. I've taken it through mud and pretty much just pushed it and stalled it out and all kind of stuff, and it's held up really well. It has a clutch, so if you're coming to a stop, you have to hold the clutch in or else it'll stall. Whenever you're going up a hill, you have to pedal to get it up to speed before you let the clutch out. So I think that makes it really quite interesting once you learn how to do it and you're comfortable with it. It makes it really fun to ride around. Now, some basic stuff that I'd highly recommend doing, I would change the chain out immediately. I would just throw away the chain that comes with it. I think this is a number 41 industrial roller chain. I got this thing at Tractor Supply. Then I also put a different sprocket on, and there's all kind of websites for this kind of stuff. Like this is a go-kart sprocket. I'll link the website below as well. But you know, there's a lot of parts out for stuff like this. It's actually more than I thought there would be. So you can definitely have a lot of fun building something like this. Now, total, it was $220 total, and that includes the bike. I got the bike for $80 used on Facebook Marketplace. You could use any bike. You could use a higher quality bike, like a mountain bike or something with air suspension, and it would definitely perform a lot better. I just went with a simple beach cruiser because I kind of like the feel of it, and it was a good deal on it. I got a Schwinn, so those are decent quality bikes. It's not like the bike's gonna fall apart. You don't want to do it on obviously like a real hunk of junk bike. I have a lot of fun with this thing. I made this little janky flagpole holder out of a decking screw just so happened to fit through the sissy bar mount. Then I can just, if I'm feeling patriotic, I can put my flag in there, and I drilled a little hole through the end of the flagpole, and I just use a nail and I just stick it through there and it stays on as long as I need it to. This thing comes with a maintenance book that pretty much tells you everything you need to do in it. Plus, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials online, so the maintenance is fairly easy. I was in high school when I built this. I've had it for 2 years now. I didn't know anything really about small engines and stuff like that, but I kind of got better at it. I'm able to do everything on this bike now without reading it, and I started working on the lawnmower and the chainsaw and a bunch of other stuff. So I think this is a perfect gift for someone who's like me, like maybe a kid or something who wants to learn about small engines, or just anyone in general. You don't have to have a whole lot of skill to do this, but it definitely improved me. Like it helped me learn some things, learn about, just basic stuff. And I had a lot of fun doing it. This thing is perfect to go to places that are maybe a little further away that you don't want to walk to, but somewhere that you don't really need to take a car to. Like the gas mileage, I don't even know what it is, but it's probably like 100 miles to the gallon on this. And it's a lot of fun to ride. It's also a fun factor. And then you can kind of just, you can ride it like a bike. Like it's not really a motorcycle, so you can just turn the engine off and start pedaling it. And it's, great to go to, like, I don't know, I take it to the gym, and I take it to my friends' houses, or I just mess around and ride through mud, snow, and just beat the crap out of it. And it holds up pretty well. It's easy to maintain. I like it a lot. All right, so now I'm gonna put the GoPro on and take you guys for a ride. I'm gonna ride into town and just do a loop and come back. Safety first. guys? I'm making a YouTube video right now. Dude, we got the whole squad here.
Yeah.
You guys want to be on the video?
What is your...
It's just going to be a review for this bike, because I'm thinking about selling it soon.
Okay.
Dude, I saw a Jeep go by. I'm like, yeah, it looks like that. And then I see Wanovich stick his arm out the window, or Tanner or someone.
Tanner was here.
Tanner stick his arm out the window. I'm like, yo, that's them.
Yeah.
What's up, Dane?
How's it going, Chris?
All right, I'm gonna stop here for a quick thumbnail and then just finish the loop around town and head home. Yeah, that was pretty sick. I was just gonna do a loop around town, but what are the chances I run into my buddies at the intersection? So I decided to chase him down to his house and then come back, finish the loop, and I'll head home. It's always the best part coming down Main Street. Here's where this bike does not excel at, just because it doesn't have any suspension. Gravel and then some trails, but I'll just do it for the heck of it. Oh, that was a massive pull. Oh look, y'all see them deer over there? Yeah, this engine's gonna scare them off. A bunch of deer just ran right out. Okay, on second thought, this trail is like way overgrown, and this bike really isn't going to be able to do it anyway, so I think I'm just going to turn around and head back at this point. Almost wiped out there. Look, there's another deer up there. You see him? That's a doe. But I didn't make it clear already, this thing is pedal start. So it's nice because you just hit the kill switch when you want to switch back to pedaling, and then if you have enough speed, just release the clutch and the engine will instantly turn on. This is a really steep hill right here. The camera might not do it justice, but see how this thing handles it. Now, of course, I pedaled the whole way up, but you can see it did just fine. All right, well, as y'all can see, the bike held up fine throughout that trip. That was a little longer than I usually ride for, but it's a lot of fun. Maybe only tops out at like 35 miles an hour. Mine might be a little slower. I haven't really tested it. But I mean, I think it's sometimes more fun to ride slow things fast. So yeah, definitely a cool product. I definitely recommend getting it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or any of the other videos on my channel, please consider giving a like and subscribing.